All right.
So this is my case. And are you shooting video? Is that
Yeah.
I have all of my pedals here.
Oh, so you set them up each time? For,
yeah. I don't use a pedal board or anything, but when I put them together, the tuner, it's the octave pedal. It's called the Foxrocks Octron.
Who makes that?
Foxrocks Electronics. It's this great pedal. It's like you can mess with the octave up and the direct signal, the direct guitar signal, and then the octave lower here. So you can get rid of the guitar signal completely and just work with the more synthesized sounds. And in combination with like my distortion pedal here, like by combining these, I can get a lot of different sounds by changing the the amount of distortion and tone. Can really can mess with this. When I have it just the octave down, the lower octave with the distortion, I get a really nice synthy sound. This is my noise gate, the ISP decimator. It's a really nice, just simple noise gate pedal. And from here I do my delay and then my loop and another between the delay I have a envelope filter. I use this pretty rarely, but when I want to do some sweeps of like, when I have like a long delay, I can have like these little filter sweeps.
And will you do that just while you're playing, or do you sweep the loop after you've recorded it?
When there's a loop going, it's a pretty powerful pedal. If I turn it on with the level all the way up, it gets really loud. So I have to turn the level down as I'm bringing up the mix of the effect here. And then once I get it to a right level on the loop pedal, I can just kind of do these fun sweeps. And when I'm working with the songs, a lot of times these two delay pedals here are pretty crucial, where depending on the setting they'll determine the tempo of the song, and I know how the settings correspond. So for example, 12 o'clock here, and then the lowest setting here, it corresponds. And by changing the different settings up here, the different modes, it can be shorter or longer, or I can do more of like a triplet thing. And sometimes I'll leave this on from the very beginning and then cut it out and add something, and that completely changes the movement of the song.
So the only delay you'll be recording is the delay in front of the loop.
I won't be. I don't use these too much for looping. It's more for changing the rhythm and by turning on the delay and changing the settings, it just turns the song into a completely different thing rhythmically.
That's interesting. And that's pretty much the whole setup?
This is pretty much the whole setup. I have my A/B switch in the very beginning of the chain, switching from guitar to drum machine, and I sometimes use this for my vocals. It's kind of a auto tuning, hard tune, and correction pedal for vocals. But
do you use it as an effect, or to actually correct your pitch?
kind of both, but I don't know if I'm gonna use it tonight, but.
And so you use what drum machine do you use?
It's a Kawai RE80, I believe. My dad used to use it back in the 80s, and he left it out, and nobody was using it, so.
So when you say you switch back and forth, do you loop the drum machine or?
I do loop the drum machine. I used to use the kind of, this comes with like a rhythm level, and I used to use that, but it's a very tinny sound that the loop station rhythm has, so I wanted to have something more, something thicker and sharper at the same time. So I'm using the drum machine now. I use it very rarely, and it's very just simple beats, you know, kick and snare type of thing.
Right. So the majority of your stuff is based off just delay rhythms, right?
Delay rhythms, and yeah, but in common with this together, I just have, you know, it gives me enough range to get the low frequencies and the high frequencies.
And this is just an octave, or it doesn't have, it's not an octave fuzz. It's just.
The octave up has a bit of a fuzz to it, but yeah, this is just kind of a sub frequency.
Do they still make this?
They do.
Okay. Thanks for showing us the stuff, and looking forward to getting your interview.
Thank you for having me. All right.